guys, welcome back to my modern homestead. I hope you all had a super Merry Christmas, and I hope you were able to get some rest. Now it is time to gear up for New Year's. So today I've got a quick recipe. You guys, I went to the store because I had this neat little recipe for a Chex Mix. Trying to figure out what to call it. Well, lo and behold, they didn't have what I needed. So I had to combine several different recipes. And so let me tell you what I've got here in the pan. Let's see. We have 10 ounces of Cheez-Its, 4 cups of pretzels, 5 cups of Chex cereal, and all my store had was corn. So use whatever mix of Chex cereal you like or that you can find. 4 cups of Cheerios and 2 cups of mixed nuts. And here we have 3 sticks of butter. We're going to just melt this butter. Okay guys, after I've made a huge mess melting this butter, let's add in our seasonings. Now to this we need to add 1/2 teaspoon of celery salt, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic salt, 1 teaspoon of seasoning salt, and what is this? This is 3 teaspoons of soy sauce and 6 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. We're going to mix this together. Yuck. That's interesting. I've never seen it do that. And I shook it. Anyhow, let's get this all mixed and we'll pour it onto our party mix. Give it a little stir. Okay, and let's drizzle. Okay, now we're just going to give it a good mix. Ooh, the oven is just now beeping. It just went off. Here we go, guys. Now I have the oven set at 250 degrees, but we're going to put this in the oven for an hour, but we're going to set the timer for every 15 minutes. And every 15 minutes, we're going to pull this out, give it a good mix, and stick it back in for another 15 minutes until our hour is up. Okay, we are just out of the oven for the first stir. So we're just going to mix it up really well. And then we'll stick it right back in the oven for another 15 minutes. Guys, here we go for the second stir. We're going to give it a good stir and then put it back in the oven for another 15 minutes. Y'all, just in case you're like me and you don't have too much good sense, back your pan away from the edge of the counter, and when you are stirring, your mix will not fall onto the floor. It will go on the counter and you can save it. You're welcome. Here we go. Third stir. Give it a good stir and back in it goes again. All right. This has been going for an hour. I'm sorry about the lighting. The sun has set. You can go ahead, baby. Alyssa's wrapping a Christmas present while I do this. I just wanted to tell you a little story very quickly. I have a really good friend who has an aunt, or had an aunt, whose name was Aunt Tilly. And one year, Aunt Tilly came to the church which we attended with my friend's mother and father. And I had taken some pepper jelly and cream cheese with crackers. And y'all, Aunt Tilly, she was the best. She was so sweet. She carried on about that pepper jelly, and she ate and ate it, and every time I would see her, she would say something about it, and she remembered me every time she saw me. And she was the sweetest lady. And Minna, oh, sorry, Minna, I just mentioned your name. Minna is my friend who has had the Aunt Tilly. Minna shared Aunt Tilly's, I call it a party mix. I don't really know what to call it. And I couldn't find all the ingredients to make it this year, so I just, as I told you at the beginning, I had to improvise and just use what I could. So I just wanted to share that little story so I have that memory preserved, and just remember those sweet times with Aunt Tilly, because it was at Christmas time that I met her. She had come to the church where Minna and I attended for a children's program, and we would have a little fellowship every Christmas after the program that the children put on. So that is just always a sweet memory for me at Christmas time. So here's to you and Aunt Tilly, Minna. Y'all, I wish you were here and could smell this and taste this. It looks way shinier on camera than what it actually is. I don't know why it looks that way on the video, but it's not really this shiny, I promise. But anyhow, we're just going to let this cool, and then we will put it up in an airtight container. Some of it will be a gift, but the other is for us. Thank you so much for joining us, you guys. I hope you all are enjoying your New Year's Eve preparations. So until we see you again in the new year, may you be blessed.